Okay, so welcome to day five. I'm actually going to take you through one of the Boston Bestie bots, which is part of the BBAAS, the boutique bots as a software service. Um, and I want to show you how my AI clients, my accelerator clients, use this specific boutique bot, meaning it's tailored to specifically your tone. Even though I built it, what you would do is you would fill out a context sheet to give it, all your like little bells and whistles and how your tone and your personality and your lexicon and how you want this to sound like for you. So this is like a shell and you just like kind of put it on and you upload your context sheet in here. So then that begins to filter and permeate all of this. So what I want to do today real quick is I want to show you quickly how you can make a passive digital product. Now, I've been in business 10 years. It wasn't until the sixth year that I actually met a true business coach that explained this whole concept and the strategy and all the things behind it. And even then, it took forever because I didn't know the back end of systems, right? Like I didn't know how to write emails correctly. I didn't know the messaging. I didn't know the copy. I didn't know the psychographics. I didn't know the upsells, the downsells, the cross sells, all these things and systems that get you to these consistent months with consistent income. So this is the exact product that every single one of the women in my AI accelerator used, except for me. I didn't actually run one. Um, and I condensed 10 years of learning into literally 15 minutes. Now, you always want to go through everything. You want to reread everything. What I do is I will run this if I decided to use it, which I probably won't, but I would run it through Applebot and BenBot, the Boston Bestie consultants, because they would clean everything up. They know my tone. They know how I speak. They know my ideal clients, all those things. But I want to show you the power and how much time and money it can save you so that you actually create more time and money on the back end. So we're going to hit this create a $7 to $47 digital snack with order bumps. And dads love snacks. So if you ever work with this, I want to, in my mind, I hear you saying snack. Like snack is a funny thing to talk about. So it's going to ask you, who do you serve? For me, it's going to be like I work with maternal heart-led women over 35 and help them fire themselves from the grunt work in their biz so that they align with and create boutique, nourishing, cozy luxury businesses that are self-sustaining and not only create peace and clarity and also economic freedom. What do they want now? They just want to show up in delivery. They really don't want to do the back end stuff, but will if they can see the forest between the trees, clarity, and their own funnel that they may or may not even be aware of. Okay. Now I would say write the content for the first, what did it give me? So the email for the first module. Okay. So now it's building out the sections, it's building out the copy. Again, you have to go over the so far so good. I mean, this is just like winging it without thinking anything. Okay, so it's writing every single section of module one. And before I go to module two, I would say, okay, create the nano banana prompts for images and the VEO3 prompt or accompanying videos, short videos. Okay. So here are prompts that you could pop in to these image makers. Mm-hmm. Okay. Again, it'll help you create all of that. And then I would just say create the next set, Dad. Okay, so then there's that. Now I will say it will ask you in another thing, but I'll say create the upsell and downsells and cross sells one at a time with all the appropriate copy. It's making me way too much content. I don't work 3 days, full weeks out. I do, but not like this. In fact, I've created content for the entire 2026, and I probably won't use a lot of it because I like to keep it fresh. So I'm not going to go through any of that. I'm going to ask it to create the upsells and downsells and cross sells one at a time. Okay. All of it. Okay. So you get the idea, the power of this. I don't know what it's priced at right now, maybe 59 bucks, I'm not sure. Um, but this is a beautiful bot to help you create passive income, solid products that then are placed in your ascension model. And this is how the feminine-led businesses, what they do is you create, I mean, it has to all be in integrity, right? But like you create your lead magnet that gets you to this little passive, quick win, bite-size offer, right? And then you have like think like what is the like once she gets this win, what's the next win? And then there's this whole ascension model to your high ticket offer is when they actually get you physically. So right here, the way businesses is going, um, with the onset of AI, you want your passive offers solid and also this helps weed out your non-ideal clients. So when you have all the pieces working beautifully, like all of my AI TMX accelerator women, what happens is they come in, it's very magnetic, right? Because you're aligned, because you got your frequency first. They come in, they gobble up, they're able to like metabolize these bite-sized wins. And then they're like, okay, what's the next thing you got? What's the next thing? Because when you work with somebody one-on-one, or if you work with somebody for a long time, there's sequencing steps that they need that are prerequisites for the next step or embodiments for the next step. So my purpose of doing these daily quick bite-sized things that you can see how AI can make your life easier and also the prompts and the different kinds of like frequency work is to get you to a point where you're like, okay, yes, this is for me, and take you through these steps so that once you enter into my ecosystem, we can just fly.